So welcome aboard, welcome Bruges also, then for Voice Afire. We're going to start with a very beautiful belfry here. It's actually an old control tower going back to the 13th century. It's an old symbol of the power and the independence of the city. I can climb it up top. You have very nice views over the city. Voor de Duitse jongen, exception die gaan vliegen op Duits, wel 4 sprachen. Dus wij kregen veel zu viel. Dankeschön. En net achter de brug, aan de linkerkant, heb je het voormalige Justitiepaleis. Die is gebouwd in het begin van de 17e eeuw. Gemaakt vandaag deel uit van het huidige stadhuis. D'après le pont ici à gauche, on a l'ancien palais de justice. Construit au début du 17e, aujourd'hui il fait partie de l'hôtel de ville actuel. So on the left hand side here, you have the former Justice Palace. It was built at the beginning of the 17th century. And today it's a part of the actual town hall. So uit een stuk van het actuele stadhuis, uit de Justitiepalast. En rechtsvoor heb je de Meebrug uit de 14e eeuw. Dat is de oudste stenen brug in de stad. Voor de 14e eeuw stonden hier houten bruggen. Ici en face, on a le pont Mai qui date du 14e. C'est le plus vieux pont pierre de la ville. Et avant le 14e, il y avait des ponts bois ici. So in front of us here, we have the May Bridge from the 14th century. It's the oldest stone bridge in the city. Before the 13th century, there were wooden bridges here. So in front of us here, we have an 18th century old lock house used to control the water level within the city. And behind it, we have the famous Lake of Love, used to be an inner port to the city. So een lockhouse zoals 18e jahrhundert, dat is wasserniveau in de stad controleert in de tijd. En daar hinten, dat is Liebesmeer, 18th century.
Here we are in Dame, Belgium, as you can see from the Belgian windmill in the background. And there's Wilson the bicycle, my bicycle. This idyllic place for bicyclists.
Here we are in Dame, cycling towards Holland and the North Sea. A beautiful day. Beautiful path. Just charming, idyllic for bicycling. And we're going to continue on our journey to the North Sea.
How about that? There's it cruising along the canal in Dame, Belgium.
Had to film all the cows in the pasture. Wait for this horse carriage. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That's what the horses are for.
Look at that.
The horses are for the carriages. No wonder I've seen so many horses everywhere. Bye, cows. Oh, this is just amazing. It's so beautiful. This little bridge. It's gorgeous. Wow. And there are the markers. It's so beautiful. It inspires painting. cross into Holland. After a long, long trip. Off the ferry. Here we are. Off the ferry. And here we are. In Holland. And we're ready to get on our trip again. And we're walking into Vlissingen. It's a typical southern beach in Holland, port. And it's very pretty. It's all charm. The North Sea.
And here's Dusk in Vlissingen, Holland. We just arrived on the ferry from Belgium.
Middelburg. We're passing Middelburg on our way to Shuttleburg, eventually reaching Amsterdam. It's our second day and double-decker parking lot for bicycles. We're very impressed. It's a lovely, picturesque town in the south of Holland, and everything is pristine and beautiful and in check with nature. And Raymond is taking a rest, much needed rest on our second day. We got 3 days to go, sitting on a barge in Middelburg. Pretty. I'm actually going to suggest to my friend Marianne that she sell her place in Florida, sell her place in New York, sell her place in Toronto, and buy a place in Middelburg, Holland, with a little boat, the sea nearby. And instead of going to Florida, you can go to Costa del Sol, Ibiza, Portugal, Italy, Mallorca, Capri. Getting ready to cross a very long bridge across to another province on the East Holland coast. It's a Tuesday, and Raymond's very thirsty. It's a Tuesday, and there was no ferry.
No, it's a Monday.
Oh, it's a Monday. Oops. No ferry on Mondays. So what we have to do is we had to round about another 8 kilometers to go over a bridge to get over to the other side so that we can meet our next hotel. And it's interesting because they have all these little beaches everywhere wherever they can, and people are just having their heyday at the beach with their dogs and all the beach paraphernalia. Nevertheless, it's just beautiful, beautiful here. But I'm very hot, and on the second day, we've managed to cycle an extra 20 kilometers of mistakes.
Here we are on the bridge. This immensely long bridge must be about 9 kilometers across. So we've been traveling from Vlissingen to Schöneberg, and we've gone about 55k, and we're almost over this bridge, and we've got another 5 or 6k, and here comes Dulce. Wow, very impressive. Fresh as a daisy. Over the bridge. Hey! Got it on. Yeah. Okay. Here's this bridge going up to Schöneberg. You can see the ocean all around us, or whatever, inlet I guess it is. The approaching shore. Busy bridge. Busy bridge, but there's, as in the rest of Holland, there are bike paths everywhere.
On our third day of cycling, and we're on the way halfway to Amsterdam, on the way to Williamstad, and we stopped to take a break. It's so beautiful here and idyllic, and we are stopping and having a coffee and moving on, and we've done 2 days.
We have arrived in Wilhelmstad after a rather grueling day in the saddle. It was especially hot today, and here's Dulce, who was hoping to find a pharmacy that was open for some kind of salve to heal her wounds, but everything's closed in this small town already. Yes.
Okay.
So we'll have to figure out what to do, but it is a very picturesque place, as you can see. Maybe Dulce would want to take any more. So that's Wilhelmstad. You can see in the distance the harbor.
And we're parallel to Rotterdam.
We're kind of parallel to Rotterdam here. That's where we are in Holland.
2 more days of cycling. And very hot
3
winter.
days. So here we are, just outside of Dordrecht, on a record hot day in Holland. You see, we're going to cross a long bridge here. Here's the bridge. You can see all the traffic, but there is a bike path. And over here, you can see Dulce again, and you can see some of the Dutch countryside.
Okay, film it. Did you get the windmills in the barn?
I think I did, yes.
Film it as I'm leaving.
Okay, now here Dulce is about to take off across the bridge. Here she goes. 11 kilometers across the bridge. Hooray! So, we have arrived at the Puccini chocolate place recommended by Christian. And here's Dulce. She always likes me to get her feet in the picture, so I better be careful. There it is. You see Puccini chocolate.
Finally, I find the area with the boutiques. Interesting shoes and lovely little boutiques, which I would have liked to have had the time to look for. Got it on. They're the wonderful chocolates. Wow, what a spread. This is a beautiful area. I think it's called the Jordan area. And we just came upon it on our last day. Our last day in Holland. And the food looks pretty good too everywhere. The food looks delicious everywhere. Say hello, Ray.
Hello. Yeah. Really great Dutch.
And Ray's got a nice stout there.
Love it. You should take a picture of the place.
Yes, I will. And this was recommended
by Christian.
By Christian.
Thank you, Christian. It's a great
Dear place.
Thank you.
Okay. For last night in Amsterdam. It looks like a heron decided to visit the koi fish in the pond. He's been here in this area most of the time, either up on the roofs or walking around. I wonder if he's going to try and catch some of the koi fish. He's looking very decidedly at the koi fish. I bet it's a temptation for him. They're beautifully bright red, and I think he would like one of them for dinner. And I think the people, the owners, oh, maybe it's a fake heron. It may be a fake heron. It may be a fake bird because the owners and the dog are about. So maybe I hadn't noticed that it's a fake heron. But I did see one on the rooftop the other night. So maybe this is a fake one. I would think so. Beautiful dogs, Irish setters.